So calories in, calories out. So you can see my physique. You know, I'm fully hydrated, full of food here. So I'm, you know, just you can see striations in the muscle. Some of us say I look muscular. Some of us say I look like a 6-foot tapeworm with HIV, etc. So it's, you know, calories in, calories out is a myth. If you look at my videos from 10 years ago, I still have this same lean face, gaunt look going on. Right now, today I'm about 79 kgs. 10 years ago, I was about 59 kgs. So that's before I ever touched any anabolics. I've been tracking my weight, tracking my dosages since, what days was it? Back since February-ish. Right. So yeah, if you increase the dose, you increase the amount of muscle your body builds and maintains, retains. It's not calories in, calories out. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Nobody in the world, and if you agree with calories in, calories out, doesn't mean I hate you, all right? I often come across very arrogant and douchey, but that's not my goal. My goal here is to help and educate and contribute. If you believe in calories in, calories out, it's going to fail you, 100%. Well, durianrider, you know, I cut my calories down, 1,500 calories down, lost a lot of weight, and my libido was shot, and my moody was cranking. I was just losing out on money and opportunities, and I was just a nut job to be around, and I was running on stims, and I was just like, blah, 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 blah. And I lost the weight, and I got shredded, and then I rebounded, and now I'm a big, puffy face mofo with a lot of pushing for the cushion for the pushing, you know, and that's okay, but that's what happens, man. If you cut your calories down, your neurohormonal stuff just tanks. You get all like cortisol goes up and you feel all like euphoric for a bit, but it's just your body fight or flight. Our cats just caught a pigeon before. The pigeon was going crazy. It was just fight or flight. I pushed the cats away, got the pigeon, put it in the cage. Maybe the pigeon survives, maybe it doesn't, but now its heart rate's coming down, and put something around it just to calm it down. Hormones, you know, hormones are important in life. So that pigeon, you know, it's like in stress situation now, and now it's not, you know, it's got less stress now. So when you cut your carbs, it's a bit like a cat chasing you as a pigeon. You just like, your dopamine and everything's just getting out of you. You can't sleep properly. Look how many people use sleeping tablets, all right? What's this got to do with weight loss? I just want to get lean and shredded and have a Hollywood lean jawline during like year round like you do for the last decade. What do I have to do? Just do what I do, man. You know, do what I do. Because calories in, calories out, it's just going to tweak your hormones. It's going to get your cortisol up, and it's going to make you still more fat. It's going to get your TSH up, your thyroid stimulating hormone. It's going to go, which is going to make you more puffy and round. And if that's your goal, maybe you are an actor and actress, and you're trying to get fat and round for a role. Maybe you're trying to play, you know, Prince Henry III, and you're going to have big puffy chipmunk cheeks and a big blah, 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 blah. You know, maybe you're doing a dad bod prank on TikTok. You know, maybe you're, you know, doing some video where you just got to look fat and roundish and smooth and plump, and that's okay. You know, just because someone's fat and overweight doesn't make them a bad person. But most people follow me because they want to get lean, they want to lose some chub, and that's okay. I'm all about teaching people to do it the right way, the way where you don't lose your sanity, you don't lose your libido, you don't lose your period, you don't lose your motivation and drive and gratitude for life. We just fixate on calories in, calories out, and it's just, man, I've trained thousands of people, right? Thousands of people. And my mind can go off on so many different tangents because I'm so deep into this reality where people get, it's like I'm sitting on this rock or this big tall tree looking down at this forest of people just stuck in this maze of calories in, calories out, trying to find a way out to get results. And I'm like, it's over there. I can see, you can't see, I can see, it's over there. No, it's not, it's over this way. I'm just like, oh my God, you're walking back towards the tigers. Oh man, what are you doing? The exit's over there, with the goals, the results are over there. You keep flying around this forest. Some people die, most people die in the forest. They never really live a true life of like energy, natural. People are just running from coffee to pill to pill to pill, just to do basic stuff. I'm not anti-drug, I'm not anti-stimulant. I mean, for most people in most situations, I'm not. Or potentially depends who you are. But you know, like if you're using stims just to get through the day, to do basic stuff, to drive a car, or just to ride a bike, or just to function at a basic level, where you're needing stims to do that, you're not getting enough carbohydrate, you're not getting enough sleep, and you're not getting enough water, and or you probably hate what you're doing. So you're just like, oh, I need something to distract me to do this. When you increase the carbs to enough, so you don't have any cravings left, that's how much carbs you need. How many calories a day doing it? As much carbs as you want that your cravings are gone. I've got an itch on my back, scratchy. I'm just gonna give it a little quick itch. and now it's gone, okay? Or I could ignore the itch, and it keeps getting itchier and itchier and itchier. Obviously, there's sometimes where you don't want to scratch an itch, but you know what I'm saying? If you're tired, get the sleep, man. If you want the carbs, eat the carbs. If you need water, get the water in. To deny those basic three things, sleep, water, sugar, your hormones are going to get tweaked out. Your cortisol are going to go up. Just read about cortisol. Your serotonin's going to go down. Your dopamine's going to go down. You're going to feel depressed and shitty, and you're going to be moody. And if you're a guy, your dong ain't going to work properly. And if you're a girl, you're going to be dry as a desert. You know, and that's just going to potentially impact your quality of life. Especially if you're in a relationship where someone's got libido and you don't. It's like, okay. All right. So it's especially if you're a guy. All right. If you're a guy and you don't have a libido and you can't get a boner and your woman's voracious, you're in trouble there. And if you're a woman, you can use lube. But if you're a guy and you can't perform, no woman has any sympathy for a man who can't perform. Women will be like, oh, there. And they should be like, man, who can I text? You know, this is how it is, man. Especially a woman with options. So that's just the reality there. Calories in, calories out. Just going to dump you off the train. And you'll get some results because you'll get leaner. But at the expense of your TSH levels, at the expense of cortisol, at the expense of serotonin and dopamine. It's basically like, you know, it's a bit like, let's say you're 25, you got a job, got some money coming in, and your 14-year-old cousin goes, why are you working? Why are you doing this? I got a credit card, and I can just go shopping and have what I want now. And you're like, yeah, you can, mate, but that's your mum's credit card, and she has to pay it back. Well, you have to pay it back. And no, I don't have to do that. You're like, oh, dude, you obviously don't know how credit cards work, you know? Same with weight loss. Oh, well, durianrider, you don't know. I'm just going to do another diet. I'm going to juice fast, blah, 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 blah. I'll lose the weight. Prove you wrong, durianrider. You can do that, and it will work to a degree, but then you'll rebound back, and you'll be like where you are, but worse. Oh, I just didn't have the discipline to... It's not about discipline, man. It's like sleep. Like, eventually your body just takes over. Like, I could stay up for 2 days straight with no stims. I've done it before with the sleep deprivation studies used to do back in the day. That's how broke I used to be back 20 years ago. I'd do sleep deprivation studies to earn $400 to buy a heart rate monitor. The Polar, what's it called? A Polar Crosstrend XT or whatever. And, so I'd stay awake, man. But after that 48 hours of staying awake, man, I was just like hallucinating. I was just fantasizing about going to sleep. It was just insane. Absolutely insane. Every half an hour, they would turn the lights off. I'd have to lay down and try and fall asleep. And they had electrodes all over my head, and they'd wake you up. Someone would just be, because they had the screen out the door, and as soon as you fell asleep, the brain waves would be sending an alarm. Person's in the door, Harley, wake up. And so, you really got to keep you cool, because you're just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And let's give you a little bit of a shake and stuff. Oh, it's okay. If you can't finish the test, you don't get the money. So I'm like, I want this $400. So I drove myself through it, and there was no stimulants allowed. But that was back in the day when I wasn't even using any. And so I learned a lot. But when I finished that thing, man, I remember riding home. I had a little nap there, and I rode home, and I felt so scattered, man. I felt so scattered, like, oh, man. Then I came home and slept for I don't know how long for. It was just like, boom. Didn't even make my bed. Didn't even have a shower. Just in my clothes, boom. Just laying there in bed. And then I woke up, So that's the same with carbohydrates. If you don't get enough, your body goes, man, carbs. And then you see these people on the YouTube like Greg Doucet or Vigorous Steve. I'll just take another fat burner, just buy my fat burner product. These people don't care about your health. They don't care about the psychological issues that you will have using these fat burners, these stimulants to avoid eating. They don't care about that. They don't care about you. All they care about is taking your money. They're businessmen. And that's okay, not really, but that's what it is. They're businessmen. So if you expect a businessman or a business person to care about you, you probably think that, Greg only takes TRT. You probably think that these people run these low dosages to get what they got. And again, I'm all about helping people. Even helping these people out there who just don't care about other people's health and just prescribe stimulants for them to use. It's dodgy, man. It's dodgy. It's just going to create mental health issues. So and I see it, man. I'm 44. I've been in this game a long time. Do you know how many girlfriends I've had who have been models or ballerinas or come from a history of eating disorders or whatever? Well, I don't know many people in the world who had the experience level that I've had, which has brought me influencer status on social media. So I've ran events with hundreds of people turning up, hearing the most intimate and detailed of stories where people just open up and I just like, wow, this is really interesting. I really enjoy it. And I get to share that on social media to a degree, obviously leaving out people's names and stuff. But it's I've known girls who would like eat cotton bull walls, like they'd get like some diet soda, dunk it in the thing, and just eat cotton wool balls to fill their stomach up. That's how hungry they were, and they wanted to avoid. It's I can't talk about too much on YouTube because it's sort of a bit iffy, but this is how desperate we're talking. I met a lady who chopped her arm off, who chopped her hand off around here, so she would eat less. Right? And I was in New York back in 2012, and I was talking to this lady, and she had her arms wrapped up in a scarf, and I said, "What are you gonna do? You gonna chop your hand off?" And she goes, "Oh, you did that?" And I was just like, "No way, no way." This person was doing calories in, calories out. It drove them to the insanity level where they literally chop their hand off. People are doing gastric bypass surgery. People are spewing food up. They're taking stims to avoid eating. They're smoking cigarettes. They're brushing their teeth 20 times a day to avoid eating. They're spraying breath fresheners. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'll spray some breath so the food doesn't taste, the carbs don't taste again. Insanity, man. They're doing brutal workouts. You're running on stress fractures to try and burn off the calories. They're going to, man, it's like most people out there have eating disorder in the West. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. So here I am, super, super lean, and my program works so well, My program works so well. If I never touched steroids, I'd still be, today I'd probably be like 62 kg. 62 kg at the same, just emaciated, flying on the run, flying on the bike. And by just tweaking my hormones, adding in exogenous, which I'm not saying you should do, all it did is just add muscle to my frame. Still stayed the same body fat, just everything else the same, So in terms of body fat percentage, etc. Steroids don't make you lean. If steroids made you lean, then the people who do steroids wouldn't be worrying about fat burners and clenbuterol, and never use clenbuterol. I've never used it, but I've known people who have, and it's dumb, man. It makes you eat less, and then you rebound like a mofo. So if you want the rebounds, let's say you're like 10% body fat, people take clen to go down lower, then you're going to go up to like 20-30% body fat afterwards, typically. Get ready for that, all right? May or may not happen, but get ready. It's most likely it's going to happen. You're going to rebound. You're going to have to store all this fat and fluid afterwards, or you're going to look like 20% body fat or 30% body fat, which is fine. So letting you know, same with water fasting. I know people have fasted, not even eaten for 30 days, paid like $10,000 to go to a water fasting retreat in Costa Rica. I've been there, the 20 to 30 days not eating anything, just drinking water, just to lose weight, man. And so I'm just doing it for health and detox. Yes, sure. And then when they gain the weight back and rebounded and got this big, I call it a beaver face, where your face looks like a beaver tail and beaver face wrapped in one, and they just have this mental breakdown. Crazy, I've known people who died during a water fast. Like I had a housemate die. She was so obsessed about weight, calories in, calories out. She did a water fast to try and lean out a bit, and she died, man. Her kidneys failed. I know people who do dry fasting, so they want to be extra lean, or not even drink water. Just the stupidest of the stupid, And a friend of mine died doing that, and I warned him. I said, man, dude, what are you doing? And before that, his mental decline was just like, Indian, he wouldn't speak to me. I'd see him in the Philippines. I'd see him out and go, hey, Harley. I'd go, hey, Rob. And he'd just go, I've got to go, man. I'll talk later. He just wanted to avoid me at all costs. And I have a lot of friends like that over the years. I talk about sugar or eating more, and they just cut ties. They're like, see you later, durianrider. See you later. It's sad to see, very, very sad to see. Like, it's crazy, man. So I've seen people die. I've seen people lose incredible relationships, incredible businesses, YouTube success, cutting limbs off. So the average person is dealing with immense depression every single day, where life just sucks, and it shouldn't suck. They're young, they're good looking, they're gorgeous physiques, but they're so depressed they have to take a pill every few hours or every day to feel some sort of like happiness, because their serotonin, etc., is just trashed from eating not enough carbohydrate. Well, but they look great, Harley. Who cares how you look if you feel like absolute garbage, man? You know what I mean? Who cares? Like, for me, it's about feeling good. I want to feel good. It's not a bit like, it's like, like disc brakes versus rim brakes. Like I could go as fast maybe on a disc brake bike up a hill, but it won't feel as sharp and crisp and razor-like. I could, I've got a vasectomy, so I don't use any rubber with Natasha. And so, I could put on 5 condoms and still have sex, but it's not going to feel the same, is it? You can lose weight doing calories in, calories out, but you will never feel good. Once that cortisol and the stimulants wear off, you're going to feel trash, man. Right? And you got to rebound. So not only do you lose the feeling, you got to rebound back as well. It's really, really sad. So calories in, calories out is absolute bullshit. There's no one on the planet who can tell you how many calories you ate today and digested and burned. Is there? Not a single person on the planet can say you ate 780 calories and you digested and absorbed blah, 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 and you burnt blah, 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 blah. So you're net deficit blah, 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 blah. Nobody, no fucking body out there can tell you exactly what you burned, ate and digested that day, every single day. All you got is the gastrospectrometer, you put it on your mouth and you breathe your gases out. You're going to walk around that every single day of your life and make 2 portions of food, ash one down. Like, no, you're not. That's just like, no one can do that. So why would you follow a system that you can't even quantify in real world times? It's like using a parameter on a bike that gives you all these wild numbers. Oh, I'm doing 500 watts. Oh, no, actually, I did 300 watts. So what? You don't even know what you're doing because it's not accurate. So I just see on jumping on some scales that the numbers change all the time based on how the scale feels. Well, I'm not feeling too good today, so your weight can go up or down or blah, 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 blah. Imagine that. You get on a set of scales 10 times in a minute, and it gives you a totally different reading every single time. 3 or 4, 7 kilos up or down. That's what calories in, calories out's like. You don't know how much you ate. You probably could if you just ate sugar, oil, and protein powder, because that's roughly, refined, so you can calculate it there. But who's just eating oil, protein powder, and sugar every single day, rest of the life? No one's doing that, okay? So let's say you could quantify the calories. That's probably the closest way you could. You can't quantify how much you digested of that and absorbed. I should say absorbed. And then you can't quantify how much you actually burnt that day. Can you? You can't. You cannot do all those 3 things every single day. So why even trying to... It's stupid. But people in society love certainty. And that's why they go, I've got to go fit app and the chronometer and chuck it in, blah, blah, blah. Those things can give you a ballpark, but don't rely on them. Do not rely on them. Rely on your hunger. Right? Rely on your hunger. If you're craving the carbs, you're craving the pizza, man, smash that pizza. Eat as much as you want. Drink some water first so you got a bit of hydration in there. Keep it super low fat. Keep it vegan if your goal is weight loss and health. Because 3,000 calories of KFC chicken, isn't the same as 3,000 calories a day of white rice, sugar, incredible organic fruit and vegetables and pumpkin, all that stuff. It's not, is it? If you got 2 twin girls, and they're both 50 kilos, 165 centimeters, roughly, they're slim, they're tiny, they're petite, and you go, okay, one of you's going to get 3,000 calories of KFC and oil and bacon, and everything else is the same, and the other's going to be doing durianrider protocol. You really think after a year, 2 years, 5 years, those twins are going to look the same, feel the same, taste the same, perform the same, experience life the same? No way. The same blood test health? No way. Same VO2 max, oxygen uptake, transferability to burn fat? No way. And everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. They're like, but sugar's bad. Oh, but calories in, calories out. Oh, but, there's people who say calories in, calories out. Oh, don't eat sugar. Sugar's bad. Sugar turns to fat. But isn't it just calories in, calories out? Oh, but they contradict them. They're so undercarb, they contradict themselves all the time. And again, I don't mean to sound like a douche. Just trying to give some clarity here, because people gave me that clarity once in my life, and I was like, people called me out and said, Harley, you're contradicting yourself. And I'm like, damn, I am. Doesn't matter. I don't like contradicting myself. I like being congruent and true on the path of health and fitness. Oh, damn, I was lost in the forest. Thank you for giving me some guidance. And you got to pay it forward, But a lot of people out there don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to go beyond them. They don't want you to get better results than them. They don't want you to be leaner or faster or get more views on YouTube or whatever. I'm the rarity like that. I don't care. I love it when people pass me in subs that I've helped up from ground zero. And you've seen that. You've seen people, who I've helped out from day one, had 10 subscribers, and now they've got literally 6 million subscribers or 100K or 200K or whatever. It feels good. to be able to help someone like that. So my results work, my YouTube coaching works, my weight loss stuff works, fitness boosting, it all works. Want more information, grab my ebooks. They are literally the best out there. durianrider.com. Hate to be salesy, but hey, people want to buy something, you might as well buy the truth that's going to give you the results you want. Why would you spend money and time on a product that isn't going to get you where you want to go? It might make you feeling good, and you're feeling, oh, they're telling me what I want to hear versus what I need to hear. I feel good. This is great. I paid $30 to get told the wrong things, but it makes me feel good. I'd feel ripped off. I'd feel scammed. All right. And not everyone's trying to scam you. Some people are just sincere, but sincerely wrong, or they're just following what's selling in the moment. I tell people what they need to hear. If I know the results of weight loss, health, performance, enhanced relationship, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, whether you like it or not. Because I'm not here to be your friend, so I don't care if I offend you. I'm just here to help. Hope you can see that.